Are you ready to fire up that lower body for a stronger core and pelvic floor? Hi, I'm Dr. Melissa, and that is exactly what we are doing in today's yoga flow. Go grab your mats and let's do this. So in today's class, if you happen to have a resistance band, this is just to give yourself a little added intensity. If not, no worries, you can do the same exact thing. If you've got some yoga blocks, go ahead and grab those and let's jump right into it. We are going to come onto our left-hand side. If you've got a yoga block or pillow, let's start with that. And we're gonna place that right in between our knees. You're gonna come down onto that left-hand side. Make sure the shoulders stay stacked, make sure those hips stay stacked. So you can stay here. You can even come all the way down onto your side. We're gonna exhale, squeeze the block. Inhale, soften. Exhale, squeeze the block. Feel that gentle lifting up. Inhale, soften. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, soften. So here, if you wanted to add on, you can exhale, squeeze the block, lift those hips up, and then inhale, drop it back down. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale, bring it back down. Using your breath, moving in and out here. Pressing into that left forearm. You're not sinking down into your shoulder. Awesome work. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Lower everything all the way back down. Now, if you want to add on a little bit more, you can take the band and place that band around your ankles, or you can continue with what we were doing. So on that left-hand side, we're gonna exhale, squeeze the block and lift that top ankle. And then inhale, bring it back down. You can do the same thing without the band. Lift that top ankle. And the movement is coming from our hips. So we're rotating that hip in and then lower it back down. Exhale, lift, squeeze the block and back down. Try not to sink down into that left shoulder if you're up on your forearm. I was totally just doing that. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Use your breath. Nice work. We're gonna do 5. Squeeze and lift, and all the movement's coming from that hip. 4, 3, 2, last 1. Nice job. Now let's lift up. Fancy spin over to your right-hand side, or you can just roll onto your right-hand side. If you've got the band, you can keep it there, but we're not gonna add that on in the beginning. So pressing down in the forearm, shoulders stay stacked. We're gonna exhale, squeeze that block. Inhale, soften. Exhale, squeeze the block. As you're blowing out those candles, you'll feel pelvic floor lifting all the way up. Inhale, soften. And those adductor muscles help out our core and our pelvic floor. Inhale, soften. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, soften. Nice work. You can stay right here, or if you wanted to add on, when you exhale and squeeze, you can press and lift those hips up. Inhale, drop it back down. Exhale, press and squeeze. And lower it back down. Using your breath as you're moving in and out. Squeeze that block for 5, 4, 3, nice job, 2, last 1. Lower everything all the way back down. Now you can do this with or without the band. We're gonna squeeze the block, rotate that left hip inward to lift the left ankle, and then lower back down. Exhale, squeeze and lift, and back down. And see, is there a difference from side to side? And you can also always come down and not be up on that forearm. It's all about what you're feeling when you're doing these exercises. We never want to feel any pressure bearing down on those pelvic floor muscles. It's all about using the power of your breath and positioning when doing these exercises. Squeeze that block, lift the top ankle for 5. Ooh, 4. I have to work so much harder on this left side. I feel like it's barely moving, but that's okay. These are the little things that you want to start to notice, and then you keep working on them. Ooh, I think that's 2. Last 1. Awesome job. Now let's take that block out. We're gonna keep the band where it is, and lower all the way down onto our back. And I've got a couple of options for this next one. So the band is gonna move, it's close to where it is. It's gonna move around your feet. So it's kind of just below the bottom of the toes, below your ankles. Now, option, the legs can stay down and have your feet a little wider than hip distance apart. Those legs can also stay lifted. We're gonna think of the hips, rotating the hips out. Give yourself some resistance on that band, and then you're gonna keep the resistance as you try to rotate the knees in towards each other. We're gonna rotate out and in. Rotate out and then rotate back in. And if the legs are down, it's the same thing. We're rotating the legs out and we're rotating those knees in towards each other. Rotate out and in, but the feet are pushing out on that band the entire time, and you're gonna feel all the muscles around your hips, all those rotator muscles. Nice work. We wanna make sure we're not feeling pressure. That's where the breath comes in. And sometimes it could be helpful to put a pillow behind your head and shoulders. I promise it's not cheating with core work. Nice work. Rotating in. Oh my goodness, on fire. Maybe it's just me. Woo. 5, 4, 3, nice work. 2, last 1. Oof, let's place those feet back down on the ground. Ooh, shake it out. Nice big breath in. Exhale, let it all go. So now we're gonna move the band up just above the knees if you have the band. And again, all these movements can be done without the band. If you've got the block, we're gonna take the block and place it underneath our right foot. Left leg can stay down on the ground. Most of the weight is going into this right leg. We're keeping the band so there's some resistance, so it's hip distance apart. On your exhale, you're gonna push into that right leg, lift those hips up, and then slowly back down. Exhale, push and lift, and back down. That right glute is doing all the work. Exhale, blow out those candles as we're lifting up. As it seems like it gets easier, because you can always keep coming back to this class, it's a lovely quick little burner. You could start to transition so all the weight is on that right leg, but keep some resistance on that band pushing out towards the side. Use your breath, lifting up and back down. Keep pressing into that right foot. Awesome work. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, nice job. Last 1. Lower everything all the way back down. Now you're gonna take that left foot and put it on the block next to your right. Right leg is gonna stay facing straight, and then we're just gonna rotate the left leg out towards the side, and then slowly bring it back up. And again, with or without the band, bring the left leg out towards the side, super slowly bring it back up. Rotate that left leg out, and then control coming back up. The right leg has to hold everything in place, so you might start to feel the outside of that right glute as well. Left glute is working. Nice job, we got 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Now we're gonna hold this left leg down here. This might be enough right here, holding it. If you wanted to add on, when you go to exhale, we're gonna press, lift the hips up, and then slowly back down. Exhale, press and lift, and back down. And we're just keeping the resistance on that band. We're gonna feel those outer hips fire up. So our pelvic floor and our glutes are like BFFs. So we need nice strong glutes to help out with that core and pelvic floor. Keep pressing those hips up and back down for 5, 4, 3, 2, nice job. Last 1. Slowly lower everything all the way back down. And then we're just gonna switch to the other side. So if you've got the block, let's move the block over towards the left-hand side. We're scooting that left heel in. Right toes are down on the ground and the feet are about hip distance apart. So we're keeping some resistance on that band. When you go to exhale, you're gonna press, lift those hips up and back down. Drive the heel into the ground so you feel your left glute. And sometimes we just need to like give it a couple of taps to get it fired up. Lifting up and back down. Use your breath up and back down. Nice job. Now, if it feels really easy and you want to add on, you can always hover that right leg off the ground and the left leg does all the work. But we want to keep that resistance and tension in that band. Lifting up and back down. Awesome. We've got 5. Oh, my left side. Shaky shake. 3. Nice job. 2. Last 1. Slowly lower all the way down. Now we're gonna move the right foot so it's on the block. And then that left leg stays nice and straight. And we're gonna rotate the right leg out to the side and then slowly bring it back up. Out to the side. And if you don't have the band, think of the air as resistance as it moves in and it moves out. The other thing, if you don't have a resistance band, but you've got some ankle weights, you could always plop an ankle weight around your knee on this side. But just nice, slow, and controlled resistance using the breath. We're not constantly gripping and keeping the core nice and tight. We breathe out to the sides, front back of that rib cage. The diaphragm, our breathing muscle goes down, it lengthens the pelvic floor. And then as we exhale, it comes back up. Bring it out and back up. Nice work. 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Awesome job. Now we're gonna keep that right leg pressing down. You're gonna exhale, press, lift those hips up and slowly lower back down. Exhale, press and lift and lower back down. So we're firing up those glutes just in a different position, but we're keeping resistance on the band or thinking of resistance pushing out. Driving up and back down. Nice work. Awesome job. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Amazing. Slowly lower everything all the way back down. And then let's slide that block off. We're gonna roll onto our side. And just take your time coming all the way up. We're gonna keep the band. And make your way, come on up to standing. And we can move the band down around our ankles. So pressing down into those feet. You're gonna take the left foot in front and the right foot slightly back behind. Keep that rib cage forward. Now really push into the left leg. And you're gonna take your right leg, little pulses, going straight back. Now you might notice that that right leg wants to turn out to the side, keep it facing forward. Go straight back behind. Hips stay nice and forward. We're not leaning off to the side and reach through the back heel. So just from the side, we've got that slight lean forward. We wanna feel the left glute. The standing leg is actually doing most of the work, but you might feel it in the back of that right glute as well. Keep using your breath. Check in with your feet, because you might be gripping those toes. You can definitely hold onto a wall. Reach that right heel back behind. Awesome. We're going for 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Both feet come back down. Whew, shake it out. Nice. Breath in. Push down into the right foot. Spread those toes. Left leg comes back. That slight lean forward. You're gonna drive the left heel straight back behind. Left toes stay facing forward. Exhale, push that heel back. Fire up those glutes. And it can be a tap in and a tap back. The leg doesn't have to stay lifted. Find what works best for your body, feeling that connection, using your breath. Nice work. Spread those right toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Place both feet back down, shake it out. Let's take that band off. Pressing into your feet. Take a nice big breath in. Lift those arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, bring your hands down towards heart center. Take your right leg, scoot your right leg back behind. So coming into this lunge, we're pressing into those feet. Now you can use a block in between your hands or your hands pressing together. We're gonna slowly hinge forward over the left leg, float that right leg towards the sky, coming into an airplane, and then exhale, squeeze the block, pull the right knee toe tap or towards your chest. We're gonna move in and out of this. Go back towards airplane, hips stay nice and even to the ground, and you can toe tap. You can definitely hold on to something nearby. Come back to your lunge, lower down. We've got this slight lean forward, left sit bone going back behind. Come back up, hinge forward, left leg does all the work. Take off, squeeze the block, reach through the back heel, airplane. Pull yourself, come all the way back up. Toe tap or pull your knee towards your chest. Squeeze the block. Hinge, go back. Reach through the back heel, lengthen out, spread those toes, drop it back. Nice, lunge down. So the more lean forward we have, you're gonna use more of your glutes versus if you're very upright, the quads. Come all the way back up. Hinge forward, left leg, airplane, nice breath in. Reach through that back heel. Pull yourself, come all the way back up. Knee towards your chest. Last time going through on this side, send it back, airplane. Lower those toes towards the ground. Inhale, drop it down. Exhale, squeeze. Come back up. Hinge forward over that leg, reach forward. Knee comes towards your chest, nice job. And then place the foot down, left side. All right, home stretch, last one. We're almost there with this lower body burner. Head over towards the right foot, spread those toes, step it back, come into your lunge. Slight lean forward, right sit bone is pulling back behind you. You're gonna slowly lower everything all the way down. Exhale, squeeze, come back up. Hinge forward, right leg does all the work, airplane, and we don't have this huge arch in our back. Rib cage stays, as I almost fall. Rib cage stays over your pelvis. Come all the way back up. Toe tap or knee towards your chest. Find what works best for you. We just don't want to be back here. Keep rib cage forward. Send that leg straight back behind, reach through your back heel. Nice breath in. Lower everything down. Exhale, squeeze. Hinge forward, right leg does the work, airplane. Pull yourself, come up, toe tap or knee towards your chest. Hinge back, drop it down. Nice job, lower down. Exhale, squeeze. Right leg. Inhale, come up. We're gonna go through one more time. Really try to spread the toes, press through the mound of that right foot. Step it back, lunge down. Exhale, squeeze the block. Head forward over the right leg, reach through the back heel. Pull that knee in towards your chest, toe tap, or bring the leg up. Place that foot back down. Shake it out. And just come into a wide stance. Did a lot of work. We're just gonna stretch it out. Maybe send your hips to the left and to the right. This is such a great class to keep coming back to adding on. Hips to the left, to the right. Maybe a little bend coming into skater side to side. And just the slightest adjustment with our positioning and our posture, breathing, can make us feel it in our glutes, our core, our pelvic floor a little differently. Maybe a little rotation side to side, just slowing things down. Nice. Bring that back through towards center. And you'll fold forward. Spin those heels out so the legs are rotating in. Your head gets nice and heavy, just gently swaying from side to side. Nice breath in. Exhale, let it all go. Awesome. Take 2 more gentle breaths in here, letting that head sink down just a little more, sway from side to side. Nice breath in. Exhale, let it go. Nice. 1 more breath here. Exhale, let it go. Slowly start to walk those hands over towards your right hand side. Spin everything forward. Step it back, coming into plank on your knees, plank on those toes. Lower all the way down. Inhale, pull yourself, lift up and back. Nice breath in. Exhale, lower all the way down. Slowly start to slide those hips back. Nice breath in, wiggle to the left, wiggle to the right. Noticing those glutes, strength you created in class today. Awesome, take one last breath in here. And then slowly start to pull yourself, come forward. Find a comfortable seated position. We're gonna take one more cleansing breath in. Lift those arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, bring those hands down towards heart center. Thanking your body for your practice today. Keep up the good work. If you're wanting more exercises like these, definitely go and check the link up here. It is our new app, and we have tons of exercises like this, more live classes, mini trainings. Cannot wait to see you there. If you're wanting other information, go ahead and check out our description box. We have so many resources for you down there, especially learning how to use your core and your pelvic floor more optimally. Until next time.